Okay, this is part one of the case against foul play, and also to explain why the area is poorly searched. It's very difficult. Okay, now there's a picture. I think the Jeep was in this ravine off over here. Look as close as you can. Daniel Robinson. There's the Jeep down in the ravine. Well, it must have been transported there because they searched all over and it wasn't there. And plus Farmer Brown says, that wasn't there a couple of days ago. And they searched all over. Everyone says, well, how could it be there? And we searched right there. The same with all searches. Same story with all searches. Okay, now the picture I just showed you at the start, the Jeep was in that picture. I lied when I said it's up here, here's the ravine. The Jeep was in that picture. Now let's look at the real area as far as a search. There's the Jeep. That Jeep was in that first picture I showed. There it is. Well, they searched all over, and they flew over in a helicopter and drones to search the whole area. Why wasn't it there? It must have been trucked in and put there. The Jeep is there. That's the Jeep. That's the Jeep. This is just one small area of the desert. But they show a close-up and say, well, we just searched there. Like hell they did. Sure, they flew over, but all this stuff. Okay, if that's his Jeep, now imagine if he was laying over in this ravine, a body much smaller than this Jeep. They tried. They did search. The Jeep was there the whole time, and it just simply wasn't spotted. Farmer Brown was wrong when he said it wasn't there a couple of days ago. He meant well, but he was mistaken. There's that first picture. The Jeep is actually there. That's the Jeep. The reason this picture was taken is because they intentionally went after they located the Jeep, and then intentionally flew over and took pictures of it afterwards. Now imagine huge desert. Let's look at the area. This is the Arizona police, Buckeye police. Okay, the Civil Air Patrol apparently patrolled this area. And what are they going to do? Fly over every square inch? The Jeep was in this area, but they won't show where it was. Nobody does. Nobody will show where the Jeep was. So that picture that I showed would be possibly like a square from here to there, a little section. And yet you have these hundreds of square miles out there, and they go, we searched the whole area. They did, within reason. It won't show the police report. A news station showed part of the police report, but it was chopped off. So the Buckeye police, you can't contact them and get the police report, especially now that they know that the father is targeting and stalking the police department as evildoers. Okay, father said they didn't do anything. Now the missing June 23rd, last seen leaving job site. Not true. He was seen a couple hours later by that agent who talked to him about target shooting, stuff like that. Daniel's father reports him missing around 7. The typical procedure, whether beautiful white girl or not, is that for 72 hours they won't even search because the person who knows where they are. But they instead, hours later, go out and search near the job site. And in less than a day, they put him in the National Missing Persons database. The next day, they return and search near the job site. Phoenix helicopter does aerial search. You're talking 48 hours, 48 hours later, when technically they go 72 hours for anyone because they could be out partying or whatever, and they could show up. July 6th, they go to the apartment and go inside, and they ground search near job site. Again, Civil Air Patrol aerial searches. That's what that area is. Huge area. They, Jeep found a ravine less than 3 miles from the job site. Multi-agency search with ground and aerial resources. That's one of the so-called searches where it was there the whole time. Why didn't they see it? Why didn't they see it? They should all be fired. The Buckeye police are being wrongly accused. Download crash data. Investigators process Jeep for evidence. Get the bank records. Volunteer find skull, but it wasn't Daniel. Re-interviewed Daniel's co-workers. They do more targeted ground searches. And then after the Jeep was found, they revisit the crash site to photograph where the Jeep was. Look at all that area. Look at all that area. And that's the Jeep. I'll blame the Buckeye police. They're not doing their job. I'm not buying it. Renegade was involved in a rollover crash. It was the only crash recorded on the vehicle's internal systems. And then the private investigator gets in, no, there were 2 or 3 crashes. And it doesn't match the area. And they transported it, placed it there afterwards. You know. So some of this stuff, people are being filled full of bullshit. More than 40 ignition cycles. This could be due to driver attempts to restart the vehicle or use the electrical systems. It is unclear how many cycles occurred during tow recovery and when investigators downloaded the data. So even that is questionable. 11-mile discrepancy between the crash data report and the displayed odometer reading is not considered unusual. Similar discrepancies have been noted by Jeep dealership service departments and other crash reconstructionists. So they give the information, but the cops are always pointed out as the bad guy, and they ignore what the report said. It says similar discrepancies, not unusual at all, but nobody will listen. Let's go picket in front of the Buckeye police. FBI was briefed on the case.